Very good afternoon, students. So, Unit 4 Kinetics of Particles. Actually, in this kinetics of particles, so before that, we have to know what is kinetics. So, we have already know about kinematics, statics, and dynamics, and these kinetics and kinematics is the branches of dynamics. So, as you know already, the forces considered causing the motion of any object is known as kinetics. Without considering the force, the causing the motion, it will be known as kinematics. So these are all methods for problem solving. The first one is Newton's second law of method, and D'Alembert's principal method, work energy method, impulse momentum method. So now we are going to see the first three methods for problem solving, and the forthcoming videos I will be sent the impulse momentum method for problem solving. The first one is Newton's second law of method. Actually, this law is used to relate the motion of the particle with the forces acting on it. It states that if the resultant force acting on a particle is not zero, that particle will have an acceleration proportional to the magnitude of the resultant acting in the direction of the resultant force. This is the definition of Newton's second law method. So mathematically, we can say it as force equal to mass into acceleration. Suppose when a particle subjected to several number of forces, equation may be rewritten as summation of F, that means number of forces acting on a particle, equal to mass into acceleration. So summation of force is it is in left side direction, left side uh, motion, so left side direction, and the mass into acceleration, it is the right side I have mentioned. So the first problem is a body of 100 kg mass rests on a horizontal plane surface. A force F is applied to the body at an angle 30 degree to the horizontal as shown in figure. So the as shown in figure, that means the figure is given. So the bottom, the second page, in second page top of the diagram is the given diagram. The coefficient of friction between the body and the plane surface is 0.3. So mu equal to 0.3. Find the value of force to give an acceleration of 3 meter per second square. So acceleration is given, and mass of the object is given, and force is acting on the body 30 degree to the horizontal component. So these are the given data. So solution, first of all we have to draw the free body diagram. So which kind of diagram is given, we have to convert into the free body diagram. So after the solution, that means I have written solution. So below that solution, free body diagram I have drawn. The object is a rectangle particle. The rectangle body is an object, we have to assume. The force is acting vertically downwards, that means weight of the object. So W equal to 9.81 into 100. So 100 is the mass of the object, 9.81 is the acceleration. So to convert into the Newton from kg, so that is the one force, that is the vertically downward direction. The another one is if the force acting left side corner at 30 degree with the horizontal component, means the object will be moving on the right side direction. So I mentioned right side arrow for motion. So this direction the object will be moving. And another force is reaction force. So vertically upward direction is R is the reaction force, and if any body is moving any direction, the opposite to the direction the friction force will be created. So the object is moving in right side direction means the left side direction friction force will be created. So the friction force formula is mu into R. Already you have seen in 5th unit problems. So the friction factor is equal to mu into R. So mu is the coefficient of friction, R is the reaction force of the object. The friction force, it is created opposite to the motion of the body. So left side direction, the arrow indicates the left side direction. So the opposite to the motion of the body. So now from the free body diagram, summation of forces in vertical direction. If any, already we have told, if any force at any angle, it will be resolve the horizontal and vertical component. So the force is acting on the body 30 degree to the horizontal component. So we have to resolve the forces at vertical direction and horizontal component of the direction for the force. So the force minus F for downward acting into sine 30 and for left side direction horizontal component of force, so F into cos 30. So from the free body diagram, so summation of Fy equal to 0. So what are the vertical forces available here is R, it is in upward direction, so plus R, minus 981 vertical downward direction W, so W equal to 981 minus F into sine 30 equal to 0. So from this equation we can find the R value, so R equal to F sine 30 plus 981. So by applying the Newton's second law in the x direction, because the object is moving only in horizontal direction, so summation of f of x equal to ma. So as per Newton's second law of motion, F equal to ma. So if number of forces acting, summation f of x equal to mass into acceleration. So summation of f of x is what are the forces occurring in horizontal direction is F cos 30. The F cos 30 force is on right side direction, so plus F cos 30 minus the friction force, it is moving on left side direction, so minus 0.3 into R. So Ff is frictional force equal to 0.3 R. It is mentioned in the free body diagram. So minus 0.3 into R equal to mass into acceleration. What is the mass of the object is 100 kg, because in Newton's second law, a summation of f of x equal to m into a, not w into a. So m is the kg. So 100 into acceleration. Acceleration is 3 meter per second square. It is given in the question, meter per second square, right? So finally we can get f value is 830 Newton. So this is the value they have asked. So F is the 830 Newton. This is the first kind of problem, and second type of problem is a body is moving on inclined plane. So like this, the question is the body of mass 200 kg rests on a smooth rail having a slope of 20 degree as shown in figure. Find its acceleration. Also find the normal reaction. The first diagram in question itself they have given. The second diagram is FBD, that means a free body diagram. So we have to draw the free body diagram. In first diagram, clearly they have mentioned a 20 degree inclined plane. The mass of the object is moving downward direction with an acceleration a, right? So now we have to create the free body diagram. It is on right side direction. Already we have known when it is solving in 5th unit, the object it is on inclined plane. The inclined plane is 20 degree with the horizontal component. As usual, the 20 degree inclined plane means we have to resolve the forces. So perpendicular to the inclined surface, that is the W cos 20 vertical direction, and parallel to the inclined direction W sin 20. So sin 20 is the inclination of the plane, so W is the load. So if it is inclined means we have to convert the force into the right side direction, left side, sorry, horizontal component and the vertical component. In vertical component, as usually we have mentioned for vertical direction, sine theta we have used so far. If it is inclined plane, we have to use cos 20. How it was coming, I will tell you in class 4, because it is having a number of steps. So if any inclined plane presents, the vertical forces will be considered as cos, and the horizontal component will be considered as sine. For horizontal surface, we have to consider the horizontal component as cos, vertical component as sine. Right. So, and another one direction is reaction force, and the object is moving. Just imagine the object is moving left side downward direction. So the object is moving left side downward direction. So that is the acceleration A. It is acceleration is moving on left side downward direction. Right. So if it is if we consider the free body diagram of the body, summation of f of y equal to 0 equal to what are the vertical forces in free body diagram means. So R, it is an upward direction, so R plus R, and W cos 20, it is downward direction, so minus cos 20. So there are only two vertical component of forces, so equal to 0. Right. So R from the equation, so we can find the R equal to W cos 20. W is the 9.81, because the mass of the object is given as kg, so we have to convert into the Newton. So 9.81 into 200 into cos 20 equal to 1843.7 Newton. So according to the Newton's second law, summation of f of x equal to ma. So the horizontal component of forces we have to consider. So what are the horizontal component of forces present here is W sin 20. It is an left side direction, so minus sin W sin 20 equal to mass into acceleration. So mass, so we don't have to multiply with 9.81, because mass, the question, the object of the the mass of the object is 200 kg. So minus 200 into A, so minus 9.81 into 200 into sin 20. The mass into acceleration, the minus 200 is given, the acceleration is on left side direction, so minus 200 into A. So minus 9.81 200 sin 20 equal to minus 200 A. So acceleration is 3.36 meter per second square. So I hope you understood the problem. If you have any doubt, don't hesitate to ask me. And it is third problem. Two blocks A and B of mass 10 kg and 20 kg respectively are initially at rest on a 30 degree inclined plane as shown in figure. The distance between the blocks is 5 meter. The coefficient of friction between the block A and the plane is 0.25. That is the coefficient of friction mu. And the between the block B and the plane is 0.15. If they are released at the same time, what the time the upper block B takes to reach the lower block A? This is the wonderful question. We have to concentrate more. While listening this video, you have to take the notes properly, right? And right. So the first diagram and question itself they are given, and the second diagram FPD of B is we have to convert into the free body diagram, right? So first of all, I have taken object B as usual. The object B is moving, will be moving only on left side downward direction. So what are the forces occurrence is, if it is moving left side direction, friction force of the object B is moving right side direction. So I have mentioned this arrow, free body friction force of B is right side direction as usual. Perpendicular to the inclined plane, WB cos 30, parallel to the inclined plane, WB sin 30, definitely there will be a reaction force. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 forces will be acting. Right. Solution is summation of f of y equal to 0 as usual. So what are the vertical forces available here is RB, it is an upward direction, so plus RB minus WB cos 30 equal to 0, so RB equal to 170 Newton. We can easily understand. Now we have to apply the second Newton's second law of motion, summation of f of x equal to mass into acceleration of object B. So summation of f of x, it is the what are the forces on horizontal direction. So here WB sin 30, it is on left side direction, and minus 0.15 or B, actually it is mistake, I think so. Just a minute. Okay, no problem. So here the minus WB sin 30 plus 0.15 RB equal to the acceleration is on left side direction, so minus 20 into AB, so both are same. So AB equal to 3.63 meter per second square. Just check it and consider the FBD of block A. So here summation of f of y equal to 0. So vertical component of forces. What are the vertical component of forces present here is RA, it is acting upward direction. So plus RA minus WA cos 30 equal to 0. So RA equal to 85 Newton. By applying Newton's second law of motion, here same minus WA sin 30 plus 0.25 RA. 0.25 RA, where it comes, that means frictional force into RA. Actually reaction forces, actually there is a formula. If you want to find the frictional force equal to mu into RA, so mu is 0.25 into reaction force equal to mass into acceleration. Mass of the object is 10 into acceleration of the object A. So here we can find only one unknown value in the equation. So acceleration of A for object A is 2.78 meter per second square. Let t is the time at which the blocks and blocks A and B touches each other after released at some time. So here already equation of motions formula we know. Distance traveled by the block A in time, so SA equal to UT plus of AT square. So you are very familiar with this formula. S equal to UT plus of AT square. So S for object A equal to UAT plus of A acceleration for object A into T square. Sorry, here A not AT, AA, right? So initial movement of object A is 0, so U is 0 equal to of AT square equal to SJ equal to 1.39 T square. Similarly, we have to calculate for distance for object B, so 1.815 T square. But the distance between the block A and B is 5 meter. Here mentioned 5 meter. So the gap between the two blocks is SB minus SA equal to 5. So SB equal to 5 plus SA. So from this equation we can easily solve 1.815 t square. We have calculated before the steps. 1.815 t square plus 5 plus 1.39 t square. So 0.425 t square equal to 5. So t equal to 3.42 second. And D'Alembert's principle problem. So the Newton's second law is almost similar to the D'Alembert's principle problem. There is no big difference. In this free body diagram, consider MA in opposite to the possibility moving direction. If we see the problem, we can easily understand. The definitions of D'Alembert's principle problem mentioned above, just to go through it. Here, the same kind of problems actually. Just if you want to solve in Newton's second law of method, means you can easily solve. For any kind of problem, you can solve by these four methods. Kinetics of particles, four methods you can easily solve. Which method is very easy is Newton's second law method and D'Alembert's principles method. So other two method we can watch, but we can easily solve by using Newton's second law method, right? So here we can separate the figure, given figure. One side the inclined plane is 60 degree and the another side the inclined plane is 30 degree. One side the object is 120 Newton and another is 60 Newton. Just we have to imagine where the objects will be moving. The maximum weight occurred side, the object will be moving. So the 120 Newton side, 120 Newton object will be moving downward side direction. So the one string is connected to bodies. So the second body, 60 Newton object will also be moving in left side direction, upward direction. So we have to draw the free body diagram for 120 Newton object. So similarly, there is a reaction force, there is the weight 120 cos 60 for vertical component and horizontal component for 120 sin 60, and the mass into acceleration. The D'Alembert's principle we have to mention in the free body diagram. If object is moving downside direction, the mass into acceleration will be on right side direction. So this is the thing we have to remember for solving by using D'Alembert's principle, right? So remaining all are same. By applying D'Alembert's principle, so tension in the string, if you watch carefully, you can understand the free body diagram. The tension, because the string is tied 120 Newton and 60 Newton, definitely there will be tension in the string. So it is also one side force. So by using D'Alembert's principle, tension T is on right side direction, so plus T plus MA plus 0.3 into R, that is the frictional force producing left side direction or right side direction. The 120 object is moving left side direction, means the friction force on right side direction. So plus 0.3 into R1 frictional force equal to mu into R1 minus 120 sin 60, because the 120 sin 60 is on left side direction, so equal to 0. So we can have this equation as equation 1. And similarly for 60 Newton block, so same concept. So we have to create equation 2. By solving 1 and 2, we will have acceleration and tension, right? So velocity after 6 seconds, by using equations of motion v equal to u plus at, we can easily calculate u equal to 0 for initial condition is 0 plus 2.2 into 6 equal to 13.2 meter per second. Easily we can solve this method. The only thing is if you draw the free body diagram, you have to mention the tension as well as mass into acceleration. That's it. And the last method, just draw the one problem. So in the forthcoming videos, I will be sending another sums and another methods. Work energy method. Here, you know the definition of work and energy. Just if you think work and energy, we can easily solve this method. If anybody just note it down means I can tell the definitions. Otherwise, we'll see in the class, right? Actually, work done by a force on a moving body. Actually, it is defined as the product of the force and distance moved in the direction of force. So the unit of the work is Newton meter, and the energy, work energy method, the energy, it is defined as the capacity to do the work. Actually, there are many forms of energy like heat, mechanical energy, electrical energy, and chemical energy. Such kind of energy are there. In engineering mechanics, we are interested in mechanical energy only. So, potential energy is the capacity to do the work due to the position of the body. Actually, we don't need too much concentration on definitions. Just to, you can easily you can understand the definitions. So from the applications, right? All right. Here, work energy method. As I have already told the definition, as per the definition, work is the force into distance. So F of x in force into x direction into x is the distance equal to energy. Energy is change in kinetic energy from initial position to final position. So of mv square, as you know already, by for replacing m we can substitute w by g if w is given, and v square minus u square, final velocity square minus initial velocity square. So work energy method is work on left side and energy is on right side, but energy is change in kinetic energy. So of w by g into v square minus u square, or of m into v square minus u square if it is given as m, right? If number of forces or weight is given, so summation of f of x into x equal to of w1 plus w2 by g into v square minus u square. So this is the formula we have to apply. Just two weights 50 Newton and 30 Newton are connected by a thread and move along a rough horizontal plane under the action of a force 40 Newton applied to the first weight of 50 Newton as shown in figure. The coefficient of friction between the sliding surfaces of the weights and the plane is 0.4. This is the coefficient of friction mu. Determine the acceleration of the weights and the tension in the thread using work energy equation. If they are asking work energy method specified, just you have to solve only by using work energy method. So that's why we have to cover work energy also, right? So first diagram is given in question itself, and second diagram is free body diagram. So we have to draw the free body diagram, right? So for the two weights, there is the reaction force and weight is acting downward direction, and this 30 Newton and 15 Newton block is moving on right side direction, because the right side direction 40 Newton is acting, so right side direction. So for the two bodies, the coefficient of friction, that means frictional force will be on left side direction. So 0.4 into 30 frictional force equal to coefficient of friction into reaction force, right? Now we have to use the work energy method. So summation of f of x for these two bodies is 40 is on right side direction minus 0.4 into 30 frictional force direction, it is on a left side direction, minus for another body frictional force equal to 8 Newton. Now applying work energy equation, work done equal to change in kinetic energy, work done summation of f of x already we have found out, 8 Newton into x equal to 1.2 into W1 plus W2 is the weight of the object, 30 plus 50 by 9.81 into v square minus u square, because all the object initially is initially at rest, so we have to mention 0 for u, and by solving this equation 8x equal to 4.08 v square, so v square equal to 1.97x. From the equation we can we can use the equations of motion, v square equal to u square plus 2as. So instead of 2as, 2ax we can use, because the distance is mentioned as x here, so that is why. So v square, instead of v square we can use 1.97x equal to 0 plus 2ax. So a equal to 0.98 meters per second square for this two block motions. Now we have to find out the tension in the string. So now we have to take one single block, any block we can take. I have taken a 30 Newton block. So here same concept we are going to solve again. Work done equal to force into distance. Force is T is acting on right side direction, so T minus, so summation of f of x da inga nam find pandrom. So T is on right side direction, and the object is moving right side direction, the frictional force will be creating in left side direction, so minus 0.4 into 30 into force into distance. So this is the T minus 0.4 into 30 is the force, into x is the distance. So by solving this equation, we have T minus 12x, and for right side equation we have to find out, so change in kinetic energy of W by G v square minus u square for this single block. W is 30, v square is equal to 1.97, v square is equal to 1.97x minus 0, and finally we get the change in kinetic energy is 3.012x. By applying work energy equation, work done is on left side direction equal to change in kinetic energy. So by solving these two equations, we can find the t value, because x will be strike on both sides, so t equal to 15.012 Newton. So finally we can get the tension of the string. So thank you so much. Just if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to call me or message me. Just go through it. So try to solve number of problems, and after April 30th, if time permits, I'll send 50 unit videos also. Just I have planned to do so, but depends on time. Thank you so much. Do the test well. Be prepared. Thank you so much.